After watching the game between Arsenal and Tottenham, I am convinced right now that the only team that can win the EPL is Arsenal. And with the way they are playing, their style of approach right now is second to none. Their style of approach right now is second to none. And I'm telling you for a fact that if we are not even careful, they are going with a double, treble, or even more than that, because they are, the way they play, it's hard for you to imagine them to lose. It's hard for you to imagine them to lose. Like, the energy in the squad, the mentality in the squad is totally different from any other team. Mark my word, totally. Not even Liverpool, not Tottenham, not Chelsea, not Newcastle, not Man City, not Man U, not Real Madrid, nobody has that kind of mentality. Right now, the only opposition that is capable of causing havoc to Arsenal is Bayern Munich. And we have the opportunity to see it in the next few days. So it's going to be a battle between Company and Arteta. Kudos to Arteta. He is no longer a coach struggling. He's a coach that has a formula. He's a coach that knows what he wants. He's a coach that believes in the players. He's the coach that knows what to say to instigate that mentality to the players. Because looking at the way they played Tottenham yesterday, there is not a B team. They outplayed Tottenham right from the beginning of the game till the end of the game. And I'm telling you, if not of Vicario, the game will have totally gone all south, right? And I also want to thank the management, the Arsenal management, for believing in Arteta, for believing in the team. Because right now, Arsenal can actually brag of winning anybody. They play with zero fear in them, feel with confidence. And I love their style of defense, Their style of defense reminds me of Barcelona during Guardiola's tenure. Because they approach you man to man, and from the get-go, like, they don't give you any room to breathe. So it only takes teams that play through passes, and teams that are very physically strong to outplay Arsenal. If you're not physically strong and you can't play, area balls and all that, you cannot play Arsenal, because they block every spaces. Like, the little work Rice, Zubimendi does is amazing. Like, it's amazing because you see them blocking all those spaces where passes can pass through. So you can't pass through the middle. And the wingers are also very, very aggressive. Trossard and Saka are not giving you room to breathe. They are not giving you room to breathe. See, I'm not even going to say this person played, this person did not play. I say everybody in the Arsenal team played marvelously well. I know a lot of people say, hey, they won 4-0, but their striker did not score. Merino is not a striker. And Arteta knows this. But then there is something Merino brings to the team. He plays like a false nine, but he's used to going to the midfield. So if you have it in your mind that, I'm sending the defender to hold Merino down, I'm sorry, the defender will not even know what to do, because in so many cases the defenders were dragged out of position by Merino, thereby giving the likes of Trossard, Rice, and even EZE the space they need. And what you will never want to do is to give EZE space in that 18-yard box. Space to think, space to place, and space to shoot. If you do that, you will be wounded. This is a message to Chelsea. This is a message to Chelsea team. You have seen what they did to Tottenham. You have to block those spaces. You have to block those spaces. To an extent, I think Caicedo will be able to do that, right? But then, never underrate this Arsenal team. Never underrate this Arsenal team, because they have it different in their head. Arsenal will beat anybody right now. Arsenal will destroy any team right now. Mark my word. This is like their most testing time. This either breaks or make them. Now they've jumped the first hurdle. They have 2 more hurdles to go. And I'm telling you, if they can win Chelsea, Bayern, they'll win anybody that comes their way. Except maybe injury sets in and affects the team selection. But with what I'm seeing right now, without Gabriel, Tottenham were toothless. If not because of that, 1 minute brilliance from Richarlison, Tottenham could not even go to the front. I didn't see him. I didn't see any other player on the team, in Tottenham's team. I don't know if it's the formula. Even though they were using 5 defenders and all that, he does not even know how to do it. Using 5 defenders is supposed to make you, it's supposed to make you have a compact midfield. But Tottenham were nowhere. Like, you only have 2 midfielders blocking all those spots, and they did it well. And you're having 5 defenders. That's not acceptable for a team like Tottenham. Looking forward, I expect Tottenham to, bounce back, re-strategize. If possible, change their formation and play more, more offensive rather than trying to be defensive. You can't sit back against a team like Arsenal. You can't sit back against a team like Arsenal. You have to go in with them, but then not just go in with them, you have to be physical. If you're not physical enough, then I'm sorry. It is done. Moving forward, I expect Arsenal to use this, boost their adrenaline and continue this way. Going against a team like Bayern with a huge confidence is actually an advantage to Arsenal, and I expect them to do it well. And I also feel like it's a testing time for Chelsea as well, because they'll be playing Barcelona in the next few days as well. So this is the time to, test your ability in the Champions League, then come back to the Premier League to face each other in another London derby. And I'm telling you, today was supposed to be a London derby, but Arsenal schooled Tottenham. I expected Tottenham to come up with a mentality of winning. In the first 2-3 minutes, it felt like it was going to be a very long night for both teams. Then it moved to 10 minutes, and I started seeing glimpses of, Tottenham's mishaps. And if not because I knew Arsenal were still going to score, I would have been disappointed because they had a whole lot of chances that they missed. But nevertheless, it's Arsenal. So, I expect Arsenal to, keep the momentum going, keep winning anybody that comes their way, and let's see where it gets them. Hopefully this time they win the league, after 20-something years. Hopefully they win the league. But if they don't, then they need to be dragged again and again and again. I think this is the last hurdle for Arteta. Arteta needs to prove that he is not just a developing manager. He has the mentality to win titles for the team. And I think the club also did well in, keeping him in the team. So hopefully, let's see what he brings to the table. It's your boy, Mr. Smiles. And without no further ado, I'm out.